Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Let's start the first part of our fourth lecture. In the last lecture, we have studied presentation of the data, how we can represent our data set. In this lecture, we will study measure of central tendency. As from the name, it is very clear that all the measures which represent the center of the data, they will be measures of central tendency or the central location. A single value which represents the whole data set is the measure of location, measure of central tendency or an average. ऐसे तमाम measures जो आपके पूरे डेटा सेट को रिप्रेजेंट करें, these are known as measure of locations or measure of central locations. Usually, this is our data set. These black dots represent the data points. Now, we have to represent our whole data with one single value. Now, this one single value which will be used to represent this complete data is the central value or central location. To calculate the central tendency, basically we have three approaches. These are mean, median and mode. Mean is further classified into three types: arithmetic mean, geometric mean and harmonic mean. In this subject, we will study only the arithmetic mean of the data set. And when we said the mean of the data, we actually said the arithmetic mean of the data set. Now, to represent this data set, we have three approaches, that is mean, median and mode. Now, what is mean? Mean is same as the average we have been calculated, sum of all the observations or the values divided by the total number of the values. What is median? Median is a middle value when the data set is arranged in an order. And what is mode? Mode is the most common value or most frequently occurred value of data set. Example 1, we will calculate mean, median and mode for the given data. As we have studied that mean is the sum of all values divided by total number of values. So the formula of the mean is sum of x, summation represents sum, x represents the values of the data set divided by n represent the total number of observations as we have been used and in the previous lectures. So, sum of all the observations divided by n. And what are the observations in our data set? 3, 13, 11, 15, 5, 4, 3 and 2. So, this is the typing mistake. Okay. So, the sum of the data set is 589 divided by number of observations. How many observations we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 divided by 9. So, what is the mean of the given data set? That is 6.444. Now, we will calculate the median. We have studied that median is the middle value when the data set are arranged. So, first step is we will arrange the data set. And in which order we will arrange? We always arrange data set in an ascending order. We will arrange our data set, this data set, in ascending order. So, it looks like this. Now the number of observations we have is 9 and 9 is an odd number. What we have said that median is a middle value. So when we have 9 observations, if I write it as this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. These are the 9 places. So which one is the middle place? This is a middle place. This is the same way we use to calculate the median. What will we do? This is the middle place. This is the fifth place. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth place is the middle place. Actually, what we will do, n plus 1 divided by 2. N represents the total number of observations. Total number of observations plus 1 divided by 4th observation. The most important thing to remember here is 5th place is not the median. Observation on the 5th place is the median. To calculate median, first we arrange dataset in an order and then we use order number. 5th observation. There is a difference between 5 and 5th. If we said 5 is a central, 5 is a median, and when we said 5th observation is the median, it is the observation, the value on the 5th position is our median. Okay. Now we will see which value is on the 5th place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 4. Now 4 is our median, not 5. 5th observation is the median and the 5th observation in all data set when arranged in an ascending order is 4. So the 4 is our median for data set. And the third measure of the central tendency is the mode. What we have studied that mode, most common value or most frequently occurred value. The value that occurred maximum number of times. In this data set, we have 3 and 3 occurs 2 times. 13 occur 1 time, 11 1, 15 1, 5 and 4 also 1 times, 2 also occur 2 times. So there are 2 values that occur maximum number of times, that is 2. So the mode is 2 and 3. We have another example and we will calculate median for this data set. You can also calculate mean and mode for this. The difference or the reason we are having the second example is, in first example we have number of observations 9, that is odd. While calculating mean and mode, it doesn't matter whether we have even number of observations or odd number of observations. The formula is the same. But when we have to calculate median, the number of observations matter. When the number of observations are odd, as we have studied, then the formula is value of n plus 1 by 2th observation, and when median, we have to calculate median and the n is even, then the median is equal to mean of value of n by 2th observation and value of n by 2 plus 1th observation. How this formula is applicable? Let's suppose we have 6 observations. As we have said that median is the middle value when the data set is arranged. Now, what is the middle value? This is the middle of this data set. And how we will get this middle? This is actually the mean of, this is actually the center of these two values. So, how we will write it as a formula? We know mean of n by 2th value, this value, and n by 2 plus 1th value, the very next value of this value. Mean of these two values. Here, the number of observations are 10. The first step is write these numbers in ascending orders. After writing these numbers in ascending orders, we will calculate n by 2 and n by 2th plus 1. What is n by 2th observation? N by 2, we have write it as mean of this. We can also write it as 1 by 2 of this value plus 1 by plus this value. Because we know mean is sum of observations divided by total number of observations. And then we have to calculate mean of these two. So the number of observations are 1, 2. Sum of observations divided by number of observations. N is 10. 10 by 2, 5th observation. 10 by 2 plus 1. जब हमारे पास ऑड केस था तो हम पहले n में 1 को ऐड कर रहे थे और फिर 2 से डिवाइड कर रहे थे. ठीक है, यहां पे हम क्या कर रहे हैं, n को पहले 2 से डिवाइड करेंगे और फिर 1 को ऐड करेंगे. So the next observation is the 6th observation. So we have to calculate the mean of 5th observation and the 6th observation, not the mean of 5 and 6. We are not calculating the mean of 5 and 6. We are calculating the mean of 5th observation and the 6th observation. So, we will see what are the values on the 5th and the 6th observation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On 5th place, we have 85. 6th and the 6th place, we also have 85. So, what we will do, 85 plus 85 divided by 2 is equal to 85. This is the median for the given data set. What are the some properties or main points of the measures of central tendency? Most frequent data point, as we have studied, what is mod? Most frequently occurred observation. Mod exists as a data point unaffected by extreme values, useful for qualitative data, may have more than one value. As we have seen in our example, we have two mods. Median, a value that divides ranked data, or we can say ordered data points, into two halves, 50% larger than it and 50% smaller than it. May not exist as a data point in the set. We can see in our examples, in both our examples, in the second example, median was the data point, 85 was the data point. Okay? But in the first example, median was 4 and it also was the data point, but it can be not a data point. Influenced by the position of the items but not their values. If we have the different data sets and all the data sets are of size, let's suppose 10, okay, then always the middle of the, or we can say average of the 5th and 6th value is the median. Okay. Now the median is affected by the position of the items, not by the values of the items. For example, in the previous example, if we just exclude 85, the 6th value, and write 89 instead, then the median will be 85 plus 89 divided by 2, and median will be changed. Okay. Mean X bar is the most stable measure, but it affected by extreme values may not exist as data point in the set. Thank you.